Stewart will get this one started. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's another quick first down. That's a 25-yard gain.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Ivan Pace getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A second down throw for Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll get forward, gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To Slav, a man in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
So after getting drafted in the first round a year ago to Minnesota, gets off to a slow start, suffers an early injury, ends up watching the entire season from the sideline. Sam Darnold took the starting job and ran with it. But now it's J.J. McCarthy's time. He got to watch firsthand how good you can be in this Kevin O'Connell system if you just rely on the weapons, trust the reads, and play within the confines of that system, because Kevin O'Connell has shown 2 things. He can win football games, and he can coach quarterbacks. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 14 on that hookup. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And the Vikings first down.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now here's Aaron Jones. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
6-yard loss.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on 1st and 2nd down are what led to that result on 3rd. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on 3rd and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Goff to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Lions ball to begin the 2nd quarter from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. Now a pitch to Montgomery. And And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
Vikings, nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. DJ Reed brings him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This one complete right side. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Detroit.
A gain of 12.
Pre-snap, the quarterback loved that man matchup on his tight end, and a crossing route is a great man coverage beater. He's able to run away from the coverage, run to the far side of the field to a bunch of open grass. Ball's on target. Nice pickup.
That's caught by Gibbs.
Box pass. Complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing here is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
And the Lions.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
At the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, and the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes. It's virtually impossible to stop. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Lions. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Now he takes off. And he's going to be taken down to 37. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Malcolm Rodriguez in for the tackle.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. In motion, Naylor. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch.
Gets there, and he lost the football. The Lions have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. In motion, Naylor. On first down, here's McCarthy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now McCarthy Forced out wide. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
A gain of 6 yards.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings.
For the Vikings.
As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Raymond going to return it. Jameer Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top of the conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Now Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Detroit.
A gain of 11 on
The best
play.
quarterbacks, Mike, they don't
First down,
necessarily even
Detroit.
have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff to throw. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Lions first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Pickup of 2 yards.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Pace on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll pitch it out here. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Yards.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. The Lions will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Vikings nothing.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3 yards.
Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
That's caught! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
That's
A big play for Minnesota. And even 50 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
So the big play gets them down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
Lions 31, Vikings 7.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
In motion, Naylor. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. That was very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Third and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And deep for the back of the end zone. That one's broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go for that. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On first down, it's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They hand it to Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Goff. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 14.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd.